everyone. Welcome to Euphoria.
Hi, friends.
That's a Darcy counting. That's an Ida trying
There
to
was
make
a
control
whole
break.
thing in Discord about how you count the 5 on one hand, and the geographical distances were absolutely amazing to perceive. Everybody does it differently. Everybody is different, and that's what we celebrate in June. Happy Pride, everybody.
Happy
we hope that you've
Pride.
been gay and done crimes and not got caught, because that's how it works in capitalism, I guess.
Yes. For when the authorities need to arrest us, we should identify ourselves, so we're making their jobs easier because we're those kind of really nice gays. No, we're not. Who are you, friend?
I'll get my mugshot, I'll have my little thing, and it'll say JC Darcy, they them pronouns. I am a white non-binary person with mid-length light brown hair, big green glasses, a red lip, and a black shirt with red stripes, and a goose pin, because the goose from the Goose Game is a trans icon. Changed my mind.
Yes. Hi, my name is Aida. My pronouns are she and her. I'm a Latina woman of color. I have tan skin, dark eyes, dark, wavy, poofy hair. I am wearing a blue shirt that says Pancake Pride.
It's so cute.
Because those are my gay colors.
That is probably the gayest shirt I've seen you wear yet. Well done.
Yay! Because it's Pride.
It's Pride. We gay, we queer, we got gay queer friends, and we love TTRPGs. So we thought we'd talk about the Venn diagram that meets both of those things.
Especially with an Euphoria flavor. If you haven't been to one of these streams before, or you're brand new watching back on the VOD, very nice to meet you. We're Euphoria. We're a community that is designed to uplift and celebrate the TTRPG content and its creatives. It's diverse, the inclusive community that exists here in Europe and not just exclusively based in the US. Yes, we have amazing friends, talents, games, products, companies that are US based. They're great, fantastic. They're kind of the default. We're looking to change that because one, they're not the center of the TTRPG universe. And two, if you have ideas about what Europe looks like, is it gay? Is it brown? Is it immigrant? Is it femme? Is it queer? Is it neurodivergent? Is it disabled? It is. The end. Bye.
The end. That's the stream. Take care, everybody. No, let's talk about some games. Thank you all for being here. We're always surprised by how popular these streams are. We're just here to chat. We would do this if there was no one watching, but these ones always seem to get a really good turnout. People want to learn about new games. Who'd have thunk it? Shall I begin?
Yeah, we're also here to talk about some other games that are like the wind underneath our wings.
If that's a segue, I'm missing it. I don't get it.
Bette Midler? No, the gay icon? Mildly?
Oh, we're doing gay icons. Sorry. Okay. I've got ABBA in my ears right now. Is that okay?
There. You do what you want. Pride Month allows.
I thought you were setting me up for a fantastic segue, and I can't make it happen. Sorry. There is no wind. There are no wings.
It's the end of the month.
It's the end of the month. It's been a long month, and it's hot. I hope everybody's taking care of themselves. If you've got hydration, you've got the fans. If you can hear Ida's fan or my struggling fan, deal with it. It's hot, and we're surviving. You should too. Speaking of surviving, I can't do them like Aida can.
Well, speaking of fans that are supporting our stream, especially this month.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Do you want to talk about the first one?
Well, there is one here that so here at Euphoria, it takes a couple of cents according to the capitalism to run said fans. We have licenses for the graphics, for music, website hosting, etc. And it's really nice to not have those things come out of your own pocket. So we're really grateful to, first of all, everyone that supports us, just being here, just following us on social, showing up on stream on Twitch. Thank you so much. Big shout out to Patreons. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. We will talk more about Patreon later. But this particular month, Darcy and their amazing hustle work reached out to incredible friends, true allies that said, yeah, we want to help pitch in Euphoria's work this particular month for Pride Month. And one of those two supporters is Rune Fable Dice. We have a command in stream, which my lovely Darcy, yes, is going to put in there. Rune Fable Dice make bespoke, beautiful, gorgeous, click-clacky math rocks. Are you listening, Dice Goblins? Click-clacks, colorful, sharp, insert, amazing, beautiful colors from a very local dice maker based in, I believe, Leeds, UK.
Yeah, I believe so.
And not only do they have fantastic dice, they're going to be setting up a Kickstarter very soon for their alchemical colors. And when I hear those words, I think colors that only happen in unique, strange, sort of laboratory settings. That sort of like, how do these colors happen? And when you look at the photos of their upcoming dice sets, they're so pretty, so pretty. So if you're interested in absolutely gorgeous math rocks, if you're interested in very well performing, not guaranteed to actually be true, click clacks, please check out Rune Fable Dice.
Yeah, please do, because, and the other thing about our sponsors as well, obviously they're great people for agreeing to sponsor us, but they're genuinely lovely people. Like Miles, who does all the actual alchemy at Rune Fable, just one of the nicest beings you could ever want to chat to, fully deserves all the success that they're currently having. So please go and support that Kickstarter, because it looks. I'm not a math goblin. I'm not a click clack collector, but I've got my eye on some of them. They look phenomenal. Please go and check them out.
We have another amazing friend that Darcy is going to talk about.
Yeah, I'll talk about Fistful of Crits. Biased, Steph at Fistful of Crits is one of my very, very dear friends, and so is obviously on the list of people to reach out to. Is a queer being, supports the queer beings, has a small print and design business, who just do incredible things for the community. If you need something and you go last minute to UKG and you think, oh God, we need flyers, Steph and Logan have got you, and they will take care of you and bring you a beautiful product which you can hand out with pride. Pride. And Steph is also an illustrator and a writer and a game designer. They just do absolutely everything. They are superheroes of the TTRPG world. Right now, we're being sponsored specifically by Afterglow, which is Steph's solo or duet GM-less game about rebuilding the world after wizards have blown it all up.
Oops.
Those skills might come in handy soon. Who knows who's going to blow the world up? Is it wizards? Is it Jeff Bezos? Maybe both. But
necromancer. That's a necromancer. There.
That's a necromancer wizard for sure. But it is a beautiful game. Like there's beauty in this afterworld, and the cover is all these like coral pinks and lavender purples, and it just gels so beautifully. And it's a really lovely game to play. I'm not a huge fan of the solo games, but it's told a beautiful story in a really unique. It uses tarot cards, I believe, and it is just wonderful. Please go and check it out. She also writes stuff for D&D. She wrote Calpini, the dungeon game module, which we had on the channels in AP. She ran it for us, and it was so spooky. She, like, runs the gamut of cozy Tobeans, the cat cafe that you could insert into your D&D campaign, to moth people cannibals drenched in blood under a full moon.
Smokey moth mommy.
Yeah, she's. You can't see it on my camera because the art print is hung up there, but mommy, absolute mommy. Go and support all of those games, and if you ever need any printing done, you know where to go.
Yeah,
can we talk about games now?
Moon moth mommies. Steph, that's your marketing. You're welcome. Let's talk about some games, and for this selection of games we're going to be talking about, we're specifically looking for creatives that are based in Europe, the geographical area, not the vibe.
Not the political body.
Not the political body, the geographical wide area, and also who are queer. We had a shout out on our socials, and people were amazing talking about their games. But we will say we didn't talk about all of them here because one, we did our best to verify whether or not they are actually located in Europe. Hard to tell. Not everyone was clear. Two, we made sure that we weren't repeating people we've already shouted out on previous streams. And three, you gay was a genuine question mark in some cases. I get that on the internet, people want to be anonymous, they want to be safe, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But if you want to also be part of certain communities, I'm not saying you need to, I don't want to gatekeep, but you kind of need to help us make it clear, like, we want to uplift you for these reasons. Do you meet these reasons fairly?
Yeah.
right?
And also, we don't want to make assumptions. If people are dropping their info, then we want to take it in good faith. But also, if it doesn't appear that you are sharing that info, we're not going to get you in potential hot water. We're not going to out you. Essentially, that's not our vibe. It's got to be a safe sharing of that info. So if you make it really clear that you are safe and you would like us to share that, then that's what we'll do.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do the thing, Darcy.
The
You can go
thing,
straight
the
up.
transition of beauty. Look at it go.
Twinkly, twinkly vibes.
Wow! There it
Wow.
is. I get to show this one off in person because I have the physical copy of the game. I love when I get
Is
to do
that
this.
game gay?
Does it look gay to you? Which of the words in the title of Transgender Deathmatch Legend 2 give away that it is a gay game? It's subtle, I'll grant you.
Hmm.
This game is so good, you guys. It's like there are games that are sort of queer and softly about gayness and romance, and this is about being trans and punching the shit out of people. It is a love letter to wrestling more than anything. And not only is it a really wonderful two-player game of kayfabe and punching, it is a game full of there's a lot of writing and ruminating on games and on gender and on wrestling, which I really enjoy having like a wider context in a book of not just this is how you play the game, do 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 do. You understand reading this why it was written. For the soundbite, this is Transgender Deathmatch Legend 2 by Kayla Dice of Ratwave Games, who is based in the UK. And I got to chat to Kayla very, very briefly at UKG, too brief a chat because she seems like such a wonderful person. And you can hear her voice through this game and through the essays and surrounding writing that she's put in it about her own journey through wrestling and not feeling like that was a safe space to be queer or leftist or anything other than lads kind of thing.
It's a shame.
Yeah, for sure. But then this was like a reclamation, this game of like, this is what it means. This is the thing that I enjoy about it and what it brings me as a person. It's very easy to pick up and run. It's a playing card based game.
Oh.
Words have abandoned me, which is going to be a great shout for the next hour or so. A playing card based game where you build and take tricks. And one person is the face, is the wrestler, and the other person is the promoter. And they are basically everybody else.
Oh.
It's also a hex crawl, which is a wild thing to build into that frame that already exists. But heck, it works. That your hexes are like different fights, boss fights, challenges, objective. You can pick up a weapon, come in with the steel chair. People who don't know why that emoji exists in the Euphoria Discord, now you do. And it's so much fun, and it's like so colorful. It's got incredible graphic design. It just looks there's the hex with a
Wow.
wonderful image of what you can do in one of those hexes. It's wrestling, you guys. It's really wonderful. I was really delighted to get to pick up a copy of this, and more people should play it. Kayla was saying like this is probably of all her games the one that gets the least press and engagement and gameplay. And I want to try and figure out how to make it as an AP because I think it would absolutely slap. But in the meantime, go and check out ratwavegamehouse.itch.io. And Kayla has a bunch of different games. Please go and check all of those out. And yeah, that just slapped me around the face and said, I'm coming home with you from UKG. Pick me up, please.
That is gorgeous. I
I'm
love
so glad I
that.
did.
I love that. And tomorrow or so, we will have a thread, at least on Blue Sky, listing every single person we have shouted out a link to their socials and itch.io. When the YouTube VOD comes out, they will also be listed in the description in the YouTube down below as well, so everyone can have access to that.
And it's Pride Month, so if you can, you should put your money where your mouth is and you should support queer creators.
Yes.
Pick one from this stream and go and buy it and play it with your friends. That's my challenge for you.
And if you cannot, you can also do it through July and May of this year and next year.
Anytime, really.
Anytime. Okay, I have in the challenge of finding games is like You gay? I don't know. Where are you? So I'm going to also shout out overall TTRPG creatives.
Mhm.
And one of the creatives I definitely want to shout out is a good friend who I got to see for the first time UKGE, who happened to say where they were placed really led to some unfortunate less sales than they wanted. And that is the biggest crying shame because this person is so ridiculously talented.
So talented.
This is Eren Angiolini, pronounced they, them, an Italian artist based in the UK. If you have seen Eren's art before, you think, this art looks familiar. Where have I seen this sort of art before? It's because they did the season 2 art for Critical Role.
That's them.
That's them. I believe they also did work on some comics as well for Critical Role. So for Dark Horse, that would be Dark Horse Publishing. Eren is a wildly talented person who was also kind and humble and an amazing actual play performer as well. Most recently, you would have seen Eren on our channel playing in an all non-binary game of Monsters of the Week.
So good.
They did so well. Of course, they gave all the knives to Toto, the GM, and they just got deliciously stabbed with all the knives. So this is Eren's website, which again will be posted after the show, where you can get NPC art packs for your NPCs for all your games, right? You can get this whole Eren's Arcane Compendium of characters with over 130 diverse and unique fantasy characters. The art includes diverse people of multiple body types, multiple skin colors and hair textures, multiple genders or gender presentations. That's amazing, and that is actually a pretty rare find in a lot of art packs, especially since a lot of art packs nowadays are just goddamn AI generated. No. There is no soul in this. There is soul and love and passion and talent behind this amazing award critically acclaimed art. Look at this thing.
Look at it.
Is
it out now? I know it was a Kickstarter. Is it actually? Can you actually collect it and hold it in your own two hands now? Is that a real copy of the book?
I am not sure, to be honest. We'll ask them. You know what? They'll probably let us know on the socials.
Yes, so please do.
The deck is not only just art for your characters, but it also includes fleshed out backstories that you can incorporate to any game as well. You know when that cheeky character asks, "Oh, the shopkeeper, what's their name? What did they do?" And you're like, "It's Jonathan," or whatever for the 14th time. It's Jonathan. Eren has thought about that for you.
Yeah.
Quick creation. If you want a physical printed set, you want a digital, all in their amazing, amazing art. So absolutely check out all the amazing work that our friend Eren Angiolini does. Love it, support it. If you have the sense for it, I mean, consider a commission. When I have fuck you money one day.
Yeah. All of our streamed artwork is going to be by Eren one day when we get all the big bucks.
We have fuck you money. Oh,
so good.
It's so good. I love their art. There's something evocative about this kind of art. I commented to them when they posted this particular art piece that I got like goosebumps.
Really?
There was just something sad and serene and beautiful. I think the title was like The Last Flight.
Oh my god, that is really gorgeous.
And it's just amazing. And I want to see them. I don't want to see them at the back of the UKGE wall.
No.
Put again. UKGE organizers, put Eren to the front.
Be nicer to our friends.
Be nicer to our friends.
That was a whole thing. I think they had a whole thing about, are you really a game-related company? You're just an artist. They were a bit weird about the guidelines. That's a whole other stream.
That's a whole... Do good by Eren. Eren will do good by you because holy moly. We have more games to talk about.
We do. We've got a whole list as we normally do. So let's go.
Let's go.
My next one, I feel like I'm biased to be showing off this game, but I'm not because I'm not involved with it in any way. I just really love it. This is Heartbeats in Perfect Sync by Nathan Blades, who is, of course, our good friend based in the UK. You may know this game from such AP streams as season 1 of London's Pulse, Heartbeats in Sync, here on Euphoria, which we got together for British Black History Month back in October. I produced that, and I watched this team of all Black, all queer players explore real life locations in London. They were on the South Bank. The city was coming alive. Negative emotions come and attack you, and all you have is one weapon and your friends. That is all you have to beat back the darkness. My favorite description of the game, I went and picked it up from Nathan at Dragon Meat, because it's just it's got this zine-like quality. Nathan has done all the illustrations themselves, and it's just so vibes. It's just vibes, but excellently executed.
The way they describe the game, I love this description. Share it with us.
Heartbeats in Perfect Sync is a love letter to every anime and video game where a twink with 2 swords can run up the side of a skyscraper to slap the physical embodiment of depression in the face. You should all be throwing money at the screen. You know you want it.
Genius.
And it works. It's a really great game system where you do things and you change your heart rate. It goes up or down. So are the other players in your team. And when you're in sync, see what they've done there? Like, if you're in sync, you can pull off a combo move with your friends. And it's just, it works in social situations. It works in combat. It's got a really great initiative system where you just pass the spotlight. But if you keep it away from the GM for too long, bad things happen. So you can't just pass it around between players. You have to face the music at some point. It's really fluid. It's really fantastic. I totally fell in love with it. And so later in the year, I said to Nathan, season 2? And Nathan in the cast said yes. So we're currently recording it. We have 3 episodes in the bag, and you will see season 2 of London's Pulse. I will wet your whistles ever so slightly and say that this season is set in the Barbican estate in London. And if you don't know anything about it, go and research it, because it's wild. That will be out, fingers crossed, all being well, no promises, in July. You'll see that on the channel next month. So get hype.
When is July again?
Like tomorrow? What? It's ages away. We've got so long to record and edit this season. No, it's tomorrow. This will be out. Episode 1 will drop on the 10th of July, I believe.
Yep.
The whole original cast is back. Unfortunately, we only get Lloyd, who played Colm Latreia, for 1 episode, but it's a good episode. But the rest of them all make appearances. The core team is there. Ruben's playing a new character who's a little old woman who might be my favorite. I'm sorry to show bias. Might be my favorite TTRPG character I've ever seen in anything ever.
How's their dice rolling this season?
So bad. They dropped the dice like 3 times already. It's just never gonna go away.
I stopped. I was with them at RinCon, a Roll Initiative kind of Dutch convention this past spring. And I was actively looking for a dice tray within their budget to their color preferences, etc. And we found one. I was ready to put down my own money to like, this is an affordable one.
To secure that dice.
And I'm like, and they bought one.
Good.
And we used it right there at the table. They bought like a 1-pager game from Onion Laleon Publishing.
Nice.
And it bounced out of the tray.
Yep. That's what they
The
did.
tray wasn't even an hour old in their possession.
It happened in Mapamundi, and I'm pretty sure it's happened in this season of Heartbeats.
Yeah. Ruben, I love
They can't be contained. The gay power just cannot be contained. That's all there is to it.
it explodes in their dice.
Michelle's delighted because she's got clips for the promo reel.
So just to recap, what game was it that you talked about?
This is Heartbeats in Perfect Sync by Nathan Blade, who is based in the UK. He, they pronouns.
Awesome.
Go check it out. Please, please, please. It's so good.
It really is good. I can't wait to see the final product.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about another friend who does multiple TTRPG creative things. This is going to be my very clear bias and my very good friend, Anna, or Riley Everts, based in the Netherlands. And Anna, they, them pronouns, is a writer, designer, sensitivity reader, does graphics on the side. Anna made our Euphoria logo. Tomorrow's our birthday.
Ooh.
Oh my God, tomorrow's our birthday.
Ooh.
And they're an amazing, talented being Some of the work they've done includes writing for Modifius, for Daylight Publishing, Guildhall Studio. They write NPCs, they write locations. They make sure that they absolutely make sure that those NPCs are very queer. They say they always make sure that there's a non-binary presenting and very queer NPCs everywhere. They're nuanced. And if you ever need someone to do a sensitivity reading or consultant for these sort of things, Anna is an amazing source of information, an amazing resource, someone who regularly says you should hire people like me, like them, early on in the stage, so this knowledge can be incorporated right from the get-go, and not after you've published your main books and you just want to sign off from your consulting fees. Don't do that. Don't do that to Anna. Don't do that to
anyone.
Don't do that to professionals. That's not a good feeling. You want them to be involved in your game from the get-go. You want your game to be representative. You want your game to be nuanced. You want your game to accurately portray a wide diversity of people and not just harmful tropes or stereotypes. And that's primarily what Anna's work in the TTRPG industry professionally aims to achieve. And I think we need a lot more people like that. A lot more people need to hire people like that as well. So absolutely check out Anna's work. Anna is also on quite a few actual play channels. I believe they GM'd their first game Friday at Panthers Pride tables.
All right.
So good for them. I know it's scary, always your first time on stream GMing. So
for sure.
Kudos, especially for charity. So it's live and you have the donations and all the thing.
Live GMing.
What's that like nowadays?
No, it's too stressful and certain people just don't do it anymore. But good on them and anybody. I know a couple of people from our community did something similar this weekend. So bravo to all of them for taking
Absolutely. So please definitely check out Anna or Riley Everts' work, pronouns they, them, based in the Netherlands.
Cute soundbite. I'm going to use that to leapfrog into something else that we talked about discussing. I'm going to use that to point out that Anna also is a part of I'm not going to that you've just changed to. I'm going off script, dude. We're in the weeds. A little AP that you may have heard of called Tumble Through.
Oh no! I have
Tumble Through!
Tumble
You do
Through?
have it. Tumble Through! You may recognize some of the players from that as Anna, Riley, as Aida, as Creepy, Marcus, Pan, Evan. These incredible people who are always in our chat being wonderful. I think almost all of them are queer.
Yes, almost all of us are queer.
Apart from the token straight, but you got to have a token straight.
Yeah, but the token straight is an amazing ally.
That's fair.
We got really lucky there. The token
majority POC. Tumble Through is a Pathfinder 2 podcast featuring players and a GM from all across Europe representing multiple countries. And it's great, you guys. Like, I am not a huge fan of Pathfinder. I quietly last week started listening to it, and it took me about 4 days to decide and make. I had to make Fugo. Okay?
Evan! Evan, do you hear me? I'm going to tag Evan in Discord.
Such a sweet. This is Evan's druid, who is possibly my favorite character, but it depends who I last heard speak. Leshy companion, and I just had to make his little mushroom self sans arms because that's canonical. If you too would like to be inspired to feats of crafting by a Pathfinder 2 podcast that has like really nice slick editing, has some nice background music, has some really distinct voices, which is always great when picking up a new podcast, being able to tell who is who, and is running through a adapted but published adventure path for Pathfinder. So if you are wanting to get into Pathfinder and need some help with choosing a module and figuring out how to run it, this is the thing for you. There are people who are fairly new to Pathfinder in there, people who have been running Pathfinder for a long, long time and just spewing the rules out as if it is water off a duck's back. It's really nice to listen to and not lose immersion, but not feel lost in what's going on. It's very tight. It's very tightly put together, and I highly, highly recommend it. And not just because Ida's sitting right there. I didn't have to tell her that I was listening to it.
I did not know. So that is very humbling. Thank you so much. It's been a joy to just play and learn about a very complicated crunchy system. It's good to have the D20 fix that I've been
Yes.
missing. I am the person that's playing by the rules, and it fits that crunch. We're a
Mhm.
good balanced table.
Yeah.
I was told that from the get-go, we're going to get art. The art is done by an Italian artist called Beatrice Pelagatti, who is
Nice.
one of the official artists for Paizo Art as well.
Oh, phenomenal! I
So
did not
that's
know
why
that.
the art looks like that good.
That's why it slaps. There is Nikau. There is Fugo. Words. The
This
English language
is our
sucks.
mushroom baby.
Now listen, the artwork, Fugo has arms, but canonically in the beginning of the podcast you'll hear that Fugo does not have arms, which is why I got to save
Hashtag
a little bit of
Fugo for
yarn
arms.
and a little bit of time by not giving Fugo arms. But if that ever changes, I can adapt. Sign up for our Patreon now to get your own Fugo. I'm not churning them out. That took me like 3 days. But yeah, that's
Yay.
Tumble Through, which is an
Awesome.
EU-based podcast, a Pathfinder 2 podcast with a diverse and wonderful cast. Please go and check it out.
Thank you. Go
I know I
check
get to
it
hand
out.
it right back to you again because I'm
Oh,
not doing
no.
2 in a row.
How dare? Okay. I am going to talk about again another TTRPG overall creative, not just specifically games. This is one of our more recent community members as well, who hails from the northern far lands of Finland. Whose podcast I've also been recently listening to, especially when I'm on longer errands, because they're good listens. From episode 1, it's been a troll haul. I want to shout out the Slovenly Trolls podcast with one of the creators, Lisa, her, who is from Finland. The Slovenly Trolls podcast is a podcast about feminism and the intersectionality with games, specifically like D&D, especially the problematic history, especially the problematic ways that D&D as a game, as the companies behind it, as the creators behind it, as products behind it, and ideas behind these stories have sort of not been very kind to women, people who identify with the intersectionalities of womanhood and feminism as a whole. And they
Gygax.
fuck Gygax. And
Okay.
fuck Gygax. Actually, don't fuck Gygax. That's gross. Gygax can get fucked.
There we go. Passive voice, always better.
I was going to say, one thing I really enjoy about their podcasts is that they are very structured. So, part 1, this is the aim, this is the goal. Part 2, this is the aim, this is the goal. Part 3, these are our conclusions. These are our footnotes. These are our citations. This is our best that we have done to verify these things, and we are not just shooting off the hip like bro, like cishet white bro with podcasts.
It's too many of those.
There are so many of those that sort of spread misinformation from an emotional point of view. It's not to say that they're doctoral and academic. They absolutely put in their chaotic energy into it, which I love, but it's cited. There are sources, they provide context and nuances for why they think this way. Yes, we are judging a lot of these things based on our current existence in the 21st century, knowing concepts of compassion, knowing concepts that gender is, we don't accept the binary anymore, sort of thing. In the 70s, things were different. That doesn't excuse them, that explains them. And the Slovenly Trolls College really goes through a lot of all these things. So big shout out to Slovenly Trolls, to Lisa specifically, our friend from Finland. Give it a listen. I highly recommend, and tell them we sent you.
Yeah. Be prepared to take pauses, like when your blood pressure gets too high, when you hear the actual shit that people like Gygax said, because it's as bad as you think it is, it's worse. But listening to Lissa and Sade rip them apart, it's delicious juice. Wonderful.
And share the proper ammunition to do it.
And to
Not
get
just,
it right next
boys
time.
are stinky. Like, no, they were categorically misogynist. These are the reasons.
Speaking of people who aren't misogynists, I'm trying to do segues like Aida does, but I just can't. Again, I feel biased because we love Finn. This is Dig by Finley Ginley, Finley Joseph, Shrimp Fried Dice, your friend and mine, incredible good bean, smiliest person I think I saw at UKG the whole weekend, just constantly just delighted to be there. This is Dig, a mini zine game, and you can go and pick it up right now. It is name your own price, but fucking pay creators, please, especially in Pride. And it's in an alpha version right now, so you can pick it up and you can give it a try. It is a solo game about digging, and it also uses a deck of playing cards, and you literally work your way down the deck of cards. You dig through the cards. Each one is a different prompt. You have stats that you can apply. Your cards can change your stats. You document your responses in a journal, and then you keep digging until you either get to the bottom or you die trying. It is a game about inevitability. It is about determination. It is about the fact that you are probably going to fail and how you continue to work despite that knowledge. And I can't understand why that would be relevant or emotionally triggering or, inspiring for any queer person in this world, in this day and age. I don't know, but maybe your mileage will vary. I love a nice, tight, self-contained game that can be played pretty quickly, just pick up and go, but also one that has a mechanic that reinforces the narrative vibe. Like that's what I'm always looking for. And just the idea of digging through a deck of cards is very, very satisfying to me. So go and check that one out. That is Dig by Finley Ginley, who is based in the UK.
I love Finley's work.
Yes.
Maybe a big part of the reason why I love their work and their games are so good is because they have a master's degree in TTRPG design.
Yeah.
So they understand how to construct this story, how to apply the mechanics of a TTRPG to an academic level, to a science, one would even say.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and we love to see that as well. Like,
yeah.
as such a small industry, as such a new sort of art form, and it is an art form, fight me, to see people applying academia to it. And like, there's very few, obviously Dr. Emily Friedman's the one that pops to mind, but like people who are documenting the history of the art form and trying to guess where it can go and analyzing it feels very validating, and that I love to see that. So I'm going to end all of these. Go and throw money at Finn. Thank you.
Yes, yes. And if you ever encounter them at a place where they're selling their games, they literally cut them out into literal pocket-sized scenes. They were adorable.
So adorable.
So adorable. Speaking of adorable things, adorable people.
See, that was an easy segue. Why didn't I get one as easy as that?
I don't know.
Things that are little?
Well,
who could that be?
Well, there's added pressure because I believe the creator is here in the chat with us. I wanted to shout out a game from another EU4 community member called Megan. Megan has released their second game. It is a solo journaling game. It is a much shorter game, between roughly 30 minutes and 1 hour. But it is a game that sort of guides you through telling your story of loss, memory, and becoming. And I think even these very simple, it may seem simple to some people, but TTRPGs is about storytelling. And as humans, we all have stories to tell. Pride Month especially, it's very important that no matter how seemingly small, seemingly insequential, seemingly something, whatever, it's very important that all of those stories have a chance to breathe. We might not all have platforms to stream on. We might not all have opportunity to speak at a stage, at a panel, on a TV show, in a newspaper article. We're gonna have hundreds of thousands of readers, but the stories in which you have to share matter. And the structured way that TTRPGs and even solo games like Megan have for you to express that story in a way that will bring you joy thereafter is critically important to like growing to love who we get to be after everything we've been through. So thank you, Megan, for working out and deciding, I want to make a game. Doesn't matter if anyone likes it. Well, we like it and we like you, and we think those efforts are really important.
Yeah.
If any one of you think, I don't know anything about game design, there's so many games. What the heck does my game have to add to it? every addition absolutely matters.
Yeah.
So check out Betwixt by Megan, who is based in the UK.
There's a lot of UK ones for this one, and we do try and spotlight as many different countries and nationalities as we possibly can. We do have to do these in English because that's the language that we have in common. That's the one that we both speak and can properly read and engage with these games in. If you are, I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do it again at the end. If you are a foreign language writer, please get in touch with us. We still want to have a look at your games and see what we can do to uplift them. They're out there. They're definitely out there. But every time that we narrow down our search terms, we're just specifically looking for queer creators. It tightens the gap a little bit. But we want to be able to show off the ones that we can to prove that they're out there, so that other people will go, oh, I could be on that next time. Next June, that could be me. Write your game, send it to us. We want to see it. We might want to play it. We might want to shout it out, even if it's not a Pride stream, if it's a different one. We really, really want people to know far and wide that these games are out there on this side of the pond and that you should be listening about them and playing them. So
Please do.
Send us your games, please. Please, please, please. That feeds into the segue of, speaking of trying to do things even though it feels pointless and small, there's been a lot of Greek mythology related things in recent years, especially why are people obsessed with Hades lately? Why are we obsessed with Orpheus and Eurydice?
Because hot?
Jam. They hot, they not, maybe they're gay, they're Greek. But it's proven to be a really rich theme of storytelling lately. If you're watching this and you're not obsessed with Hades Town, then I'm not sure who you are and why you're here. But somebody who is Chant Evans, he, they pronouns, based in the UK as well, has just released a game called One More Song. And it's a solo game. And again, caveat, I'm not a huge fan of solo games because I love the collaborative part of games. And if I'm sitting down and writing words to do with games, I get guilty and feel like I should be working on my own stuff. I don't give myself that space. That's on me. But I saw this on Blue Sky and I knew I had to give it a go. And I'm so glad that I did. This is the tale of Orpheus and Eurydice told through a mixtape, told through a playlist. And if that doesn't immediately get you in the heart, like, I've got this game and I've started a playthrough, and it's just, there is a level of emotional punch that music can add to any game it's been baked into this one. It is an experience. In an ideal world, Chance says that you should get somebody else to make you a playlist. I just picked a random one that I had made for something else in the past, and that playlist, the songs become your prompts, and you're supposed to reflect on your relationship with Eurydice as you walk out of hell. It's quite emotional. It's quite an experience to emulate that collaborative nature of TTRPGs, where you're not just coming up with things on your own. You have this other player almost in the game, and it's the song, and you can't control what that song is going to feed you and how you're going to interpret it, and it makes for quite a freewheeling gameplay experience. It's really, really wonderful. I really highly recommend that you pick it up. Yet again, it's about inevitability and proceeding even though you know you're going to fail. Orpheus turns around every single time. He turns around because he doesn't have faith. And it's brutal. It's a gut punch every single time, especially given all that you've been through to tell the story up until that point. But for a bit of grief, a bit of catharsis, really, really cannot recommend it enough. Chant's a lovely person, really prolific at, like, works as a producer at Roanoke and Deckard, but really prolific at putting out their own games as well, constantly putting out their own content. They just have a really creative mind.
They clearly don't sleep either.
They clearly don't sleep. But they were wearing my favorite shirt of UKGE. I think you can get it on the Roanoke and Deckard website, and it just says, "If I can't piss anywhere, I'll piss everywhere." It was spectacular. Go and buy that shirt, and go and buy One More Song. One More Song is by Chant Evans, he, they pronouns, who's based in the UK. It's absolutely wonderful.
Yay! In my search for games, I really was going out of my way to try to find games from people who don't have English as their primary language, people that I don't personally already know, for example. And it was just really hard to determine you gay or not.
You gay?
I found an amazing game about the Spanish Civil War and the resistance in certain areas.
Oh,
And I was like,
sick.
cool. I don't know if you're gay or not. I have no idea. There was nothing in there. I found someone else that had these amazing modules for all these other games. And I was like, you're not tagging your artist. That makes me sus nowadays.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Not ideal.
So it's hard. Something I think we're going to really ask our community to do next time. One of our friends, Marcus, did this out, retweeted our post in German in this case, with the appropriate German tag saying, hey, this is your chance to get spotlighted.
Amazing.
I mean, I should have done the same. I was looking for Spanish games, like Lo de Rol hashtag is one of the big popular ones as well. I would love if our French-speaking community members or Italian-speaking community members repost these call-outs in your respective language with the respective appropriate hashtags for that language community to invite them in. Right, because their socials might not be set for English language, and of course we're going to miss each other because that's how it's set up. It's hard.
Yeah,
we're doing our best.
We're doing our best, and we're lighting up the beacon. That's what we're here to do. We light up the bat signal, and we hope that all the little batlings. That's not how that works in universe, but that's how it works at Euphoria. We set up the bat signal. You'll come to us. Come and find this community and tell us that you're there, so that we can put you in the bat signal. The metaphor falls apart really fast, but I know what I mean.
Yeah. I don't think the gays are the ones running the bat singles. We're the ones in the tight costumes underneath the bat single in the sky.
Batman is gay. Fight me.
Yeah.
Gay icon at least. Definitely. I've read the fanfic.
Oh, I'm just thinking about Babs Tar art, and I'm like, nope, not
no, we can't do that on stream.
Not safe for work.
No, that's an after dark stream. Patreon exclusive.
So you have set yourself up for a double header because you said you want to talk about this next game.
Do you want to talk about it though? I can see you've got it ready to go.
You've dibsed it, so you looked into it.
You want me to say the name, don't you? That's what this is.
You get to talk about it. So I'm going to put it up on screen. Audience, what on earth are we talking about?
We're talking about Mordant Arcana by Streeka Wolf, Aiden van den Berg. That's my Dutch pronunciation.
Goed gedaan.
It's okay. Yeah, this is not a TTRPG per se. This is a tarot deck. This is about to be kickstarted by Streeka and Tessa Winters. And this is a duo who appear to be from the Netherlands and the UK. And it is a tarot deck. Done. Sold. Who doesn't want more tarot decks? The way some people are about dice, I am about tarot. Okay?
Okay.
You can never have too many, and this one is just so stunning. I went to Streeka's website, and this sunk into my heart. This is the reason that I am featuring this as part of Pride Month. I designed to be loud. As a queer autistic person with BPD, I have had my voice stolen by society, and I aim to reclaim it back through high contrast aesthetics and first-person perspectives in my designs.
Okay.
I love to see.
Okay. Yes.
Love to see it. Love to see a mission statement. Love to see somebody saying loud and proud, this is who I am, this is what I'm doing and why, and I don't care about anybody else. You can see this aesthetic coming through. Like, everything is in black and white. It's very minimalist, but it's very evocative. Look at Strength. He's got a wolf hat on. That's so cool. It's exactly my kind of vibe because I have a lot of tarot decks and some of them are really maximalist and some of them have a lot of stories built into them to aid your reading. This one seems just quite stripped back, but still with all that design and evocation, I guess, built in. The things that you can draw on, the story elements, the symbolism, the contrast. It's just absolutely stunning. I'm 100% going to be backing this because it's stunning. It's absolutely gorgeous. Please go and follow these people. They also have a workers co-op called Bogfolk, full of incredible people doing similar things. and we love a workers' co-op. We love a bit of communism in our capitalism. So go and follow all of those people and back this project, and then we'll geek out about it together, because look at it. Look at the fools ready to dive off the edge of the cliff. It's just beautiful.
Beautiful. Yeah. Okay. How many tarot card decks do you have, Darcy?
Moving on. What is your next game?
No, I'm curious because I'm genuinely someone who I don't do tarot, astrology,
Sure.
fortune telling. So for me, that's like you do you. I'm not gonna.
Yeah. I'm not like Wiccan. I'm not basing my life off of things. Sometimes in reflective moments, I find them as a nice focus, as a nice sort of, again, that thing of having another player in the game, having another participant in the conversation to bring a different perspective, even if you have to interpret that perspective. That sort of reflection can be helpful to decode what is happening in your own head. It's like therapy, but much cheaper and on paper. So I have about 6 or 7. Let's move swiftly on to whatever it is you're doing next.
No, that was actually it, because looking at the time, that's why we're gonna hit that hour mark. So
No, let's go for another hour.
I'm gonna bring it slowly back. How do I do this again? How do I produce? Who knows? It's been a hashtag day. We also said that we would talk about at least 2 other creatives.
Oh yeah, I love those people. People that should be supported. Queer people, neurodivergent people, POC people, non-binary people, people who work really, really hard, people who put a lot into what they do, and they're very passionate about what they do, but it also takes up a lot of their time. And so if they could get a little bit of support from anybody who's watching, who has the sense to throw to their Patreon, to throw in their little tip jar, you can support Aida and myself, because we do this all for free, and we do it because we love it. We genuinely love to have this platform, to have this community, and to get to show these spotlights on people. But we're poor.
That's fair to say.
All right, we're not poor, but you know, one of these days, eventually, we're going to have to go get full-time jobs, and then maybe we won't be able to do this as much. But for now, we do have some incredible Patreons. I have often threatened to do like a Patreon shout out, and I wonder if now is the time that you could join this list of incredible people who help us keep the lights on.
Yeah, let's do it.
Genuinely help us do what we do. You'd think I would have that like lined up before I said I was going to do it, but I don't.
There's a lot of spoons
Yeah,
it takes to run these things.
Yeah.
And it's we can't. Pride, humility, these annoying words. Like, no, of course we don't need payment for this, but at the same time, if we're demanding, insisting, encouraging fair payment and recompensation for other people's time and efforts. I hate to say it, but I'm a person, and Darcy's a person, and other staff members like Michelle are also people. So why wouldn't they apply? And the immigrant firstborn in me is like, no, don't perceive me, don't give me credit or anything.
That's tough.
I have to break that cycle, and it's tough. But so big thank you to especially the following.
Especially
people.
To do all or just paid tier. Well, let's just do the paid tier for now. Massive shout out to Aoife and Fraser and Drew and Emma and Lysander and Marcus and Megan and Sam. You guys, it's pennies. It's well, hopefully it's only chump change to you guys, and you're not putting yourself out to keep us funded. Hopefully it is easily affordable. If it's not, please cancel. Please don't. We don't want to take food out of your mouths, you guys. It's just a little bit from each person every month, but I do the finances for this company, and that is such a level of security to know that the bank account is not going to dip into the negative. We've always got that little buffer to pay Epidemic Sound, to pay our website provider, things like that. It lets us focus on what is good and joyful, and that we're good at. We're really good at this, Aida, and we deserve to keep doing it and get supported doing it. So if you can afford even the slightest bit, you can do a monthly subscription. You can do a monthly subscription, then immediately cancel it so that you only get paid, you only get charged once. And also we have a thing on the shop where it's like a tip jar. You can just throw us, I think it's $5 minimum. But then we also have in the shop the Never Stop Blowing Up staff only game that you can just buy for $3, and you get a really fun AP of a bunch of us blowing things up and having a hoot and a holler of a time. So anything that you can do, we really, really appreciate. You can drop a Twitch subscription if you have Amazon Prime. That won't cost you anything extra. Obviously, we don't get the full amount through Twitch because Bezos. So Patreon is the way to get us the most money directly. That's why we shout it out all the time.
Or if you own a TTRPG company, if you're a publisher, you have a Kickstarter running, and you want a bit more eyes, we have a community that is absolutely geared to love indie games, support creatives and marginalized communities who are based in Europe, and they're very receptive to really cool games that we can, as Euphoria, say, hey, we vetted, these are cool people. This is a game we genuinely think you will like. Like, we're not going to, like, it doesn't go from anyone, right? We make sure that they they keep with our values, our community values. So we're confident you're going to like them. If you want professional level marketing and promotion and APs with all the bells and whistles that highlight what an amazing system and game or art you have, hit us up.
We can do those. We've done a few of them. We've done one for 3 Sales. We've done one for Free League. We've done one for somebody else whose name is escaping me right now. But we did it, and it was great. Whatever it was that I can't remember, it was great. Promise.
Yeah. If you want an award-winning and an award-nominating platform to help you out, definitely hit us up. Speaking of award-nominated, I would be a bit remiss not to remind the world that we are streaming right now on June 29th. Closing tomorrow, June 30th, is the voting form for the Crit Awards, which Euphoria has been amazingly nominated. Thank you so much for those that nominated us. I don't know how many or how few did, but we are up for 2 categories: Best Upcoming Twitch Channel and Best Utilization of Accessibility Features and Security and Safety in an Actual Play. Do you happen to have a link to the form, Darcy? You can
I don't, but I can find it.
You know what? Let me do that right now because I happen to have it alt tapped. So I'm just going to share that form right here, right now in the chat without the space. So vote there.
Yes.
VOD people are going to see this unfortunately a bit late because Nigeria is going to be. But let's vote together so you know where to find it, because this form is unwieldy.
It's a big one. But you will find some of our community members and friends on there as well. So feel free to throw them a vote as well.
So this is Aida voting personally. I don't vote for people I don't know. You're not required to vote in every category. Because I feel uncomfortable voting. I'm like, oh, that art looks nice. That name looks nice. I don't know them. I don't want to thing. So page 1. So many cool people that I don't know. Hey, I know that person. Oh, I happen to vote for them.
You can vote for Kane for best system because it is.
I don't know them. So for you, definitely vote. I'm the kind of voter is like, if I don't personally know and can feel, I'm not gonna.
To-do list. Get Aida to play Kane.
Fair. I know that person, and I know their stuff is really good. So anyway, page 2. Page 2.
Where are we?
I'm page 2. A lot of white men. Oh my goodness. Best utilization of accessibility features and safety tools in an actual play. So one of these is Euphoria. You click here. It says here, we were nominated specifically because of a clip that was played in a Blades in the Dark AP called Ballad of the Silver Spectres. And in this clip, it highlighted Gia Michelle, our wonderful Michelle Kelly, her hacking gay and hacking wonderful, who took 40 seconds to pause the game and check it and say, hey, is this a line or a fail? Let me know or let the producer know, and we'll adjust as continue. After the 40 seconds, they continued playing the game. That's all a check-in took in. That's it. It doesn't break your immersion. It doesn't break the flow because they got right on it. And for the next 3 episodes as well, easy peasy, skill issue if anyone complains about it. And these are normal things that we've codified at EU Euphoria tables. And we think it's really important that they're codified in as many tables as possible. Safety tools, and we should do a whole stream another time on just safety tools and accessibility as well. It's a structured way to talk about safety and comfort, whether it's lines and veils, whether it's Miro or other forms, rosebuds, etc. We do session zeros, mandatory, neutrally facilitated. We use structured safety tools like lines and veils. We have check-ins at all times during the game, audibly in text. We have emergency break lines to pause. People need comfort. We have post-game check-ins as well. So if you think that this sounds really cool, if you think that the adoption of this system is something that should be celebrated, please consider voting for Euphoria. You do it by clicking there, like right there, like that. Very good.
That's it. Done.
Next.
Keep going.
Best upcoming YouTube channel. I don't know. Legacy. I don't know. Upcoming Twitch channel. Oh, Darcy, who are these people?
I'm not sure I've heard of any of those. Keep scrolling. You're good.
No.
Wait a second. I know that one with the blue logo.
You talk about this one.
I'm not going to do it in the voice. Yeah, that's us. We are up and coming. We are 2 years or less. We're actually only a year old, which is, as of tomorrow, happy birthday to us. We are 1 year old. Some of those channels are 2 years old. They've been doing this a lot longer than us. And we consider ourselves on a par. We are definitely on a par in terms of follower numbers for some of them. Some of them not so much. Some of them have got a lot of followers. But that's not what it's about, I hope. I hope that it's more than a popularity contest. I hope that hopefully it will represent what we're doing, what we've done so far, and where we hope to go, because we're not slowing down. We had a production meeting recently and have set up a calendar, and Ida is scared for the caliber and volume of things that we have planned only up to the end of this year. We haven't even reopened our creator app, which we're going to do in September. And we know that the caliber of pitches that are going to come our way, it's going to be really tough to choose programming for 2026 because we're raising the bar. That's what we're here to do. And we're really proud. And we think that we've done it and we will continue to do it. So if you vote for us, it will give us a nice confidence boost. If you don't and we don't win, you can't harsh on Mello. We know that we're doing what we can do. But it's just nice, isn't it? It's nice when your community says, we like what you're doing, please continue. That would make us feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
Yeah. And don't you want to see some non-US based channels win the thing?
Oh, I thought you were going to say, don't you want to see Fugo more?
Fugo lives in my heart permanently. They're tattooed behind my eyelids. But if you want to see if you want recognition for a channel that focuses on the audience that is not exclusively US based, that does not exclusively do games like D&D or the major games over and over. If you want recognition for a channel that at the forefront make sure that their tables and the cast are inclusive and diverse, then please consider voting for Euphoria. You do that by clicking right there. See, the dot is filled in right there. Beautiful. And then you go through all your other sections. Oh, I know I'm voting for it there. I know who I'm voting for it there.
Cash! We love Cash.
Love a Cash.
Who's that?
I'm voting for here. This cutie. I'm just voting based on looks alone. No, I'm voting based on an amazing talent. Best player Darrington Press. I know this person. I don't know everyone, so I said. So I happen to know this person. So you go through all the sections. You vote for who you want, and if they're cishet white men and you're voting for them, I don't have comments I can say to you publicly on this stream. But you know what? To each their own. You go through all the sections.
Tumble through.
You vote for best upcoming podcast there. You vote. You vote that one as well.
That's a tight one. That is a tight one.
So I'm just gonna. There's so many categories, so I can understand that it's very overwhelming. But I hope you have been informed where Euphoria is in this giant form, and then you click. You have certified everything, and then you get an amazing sticker that Eren designed.
No way.
There it is.
Incredible.
Yes,
Beautiful.
and
Well
that
earned. Well done.
and that is how you vote for Euphoria. Oh no, we've gone gay.
Oh no. Oh, it's so pretty. Can I do my last final shout outs then? There was so many that we wanted to feature, and I just was looking through my bookshelf and I just pulled out a couple that I want to do like honorable mention, rapid fire.
Yep.
Anything. This is Mini Gods. This is by Iscraft Games, who is Janie, who is a wonderful, incredible person who is a just burgeoning TTRPG game designer. This is about being the god of a tiny thing, the god of dust, the god of thimbles, and it's just, please check it out. It's absolutely beautiful. Goblin Country, I have never got to play, and it is a crime. This is by Alyssa from Biscuit Fun Games. It's a belonging outside of belonging game about being a goblin. And the expansion is Kobold Country, and you can be kobolds. What more do you want? It's beautiful. It's fantastic. This is Not Yet by Taylor Navarro. It's a beautiful romantic game. Me enjoy romantic games? Surely not. About misconnections and finding love. It's absolutely stunning. Check it out. Chris Bissett is a queer designer from Manchester. This is Treasures of the Troll King. I believe it is the seminal Monk Book supplement. Fight me, you are wrong. And literally anything by these nerds, please go and check out all the Soul Muppet games because they are deeply queer and excellent beans. This is about sad gay vampires. This one's about sad gay, they're not gay, but they are in my game of Inevitable, Arthurian cowboys. You can play sad gay space cowboys. Cowboys, sad, gay, space, gay, Arthurian, gay. Check them all out. We have an affiliate link and you should use it, and I should put it in chat.
That's the sound clip.
That's not the affiliate link, but whatever. We'll find it. Stuff, gay, things, pride, TTRPGs, stuff. That's our new tagline.
That's our new tagline. As Darcy said, we have quite a bit of programming coming up. We'll be making announcements for further on in the summer. You heard it here first that Heartbeats in Sync is going to have a second season, and that will be released sometime in July. Official dates to be declared soon. We still have some more episodes of Deathmatch Island coming out.
Yeah.
Yes, that will be coming for the next 2 weeks in July as well. So definitely keep an eye out for that. We have more programming in the works that you're going to
announce
see.
some things you know you want to.
But then I have to commit.
One thing that we are committed to without a date. It's in the can. We just haven't edited it.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ida, we run the company. We get to make these decisions.
Yeah, but I put high pressure on myself. Gay, sad people running from bad people and zombies in Scotland?
Leave it at that. I think that's enough. Yeah.
But is that different from sad gay people separated only by a physical door?
And zombies?
And zombies?
And zombies. It's a little bit different.
It's a little bit different. That's also in the can, in the queue.
Mm-hmm. Nothing else is in the can. We can talk about Mechtember. Mechtember is definitely coming, whether you want it to or not. It was going to be May of Mechs, but we didn't want to burn ourselves out. So now it's Mechtember. September is going to be just mech games. Can you imagine my excitement? Robots! Robots!
Darcy was so excited. We had to also temper expectations and to avoid the burnout. To find a way to crystallize the joy and avoid the burnout.
They also won't let me run Lancer on stream, which is definitely homophobic, but I agree.
The burnout is homophobia.
The burnout is homophobic. Also, Lancer combat on stream. I did a 5-hour Lancer stream once and it was all combat, and that was not fun to watch. Nobody wants to watch that.
That takes a lot of love and care, which we do at Euphoria. We just need to slot it in.
Yeah. But don't worry, there will be other mech games. There will be sad mech games. There will be gay mech games. There will be solo mech games. There will be magical mech games. And I think that's all that we currently have programmed. Maybe we'll find some more things.
Top of our head. Before the creator submission form opens again in September, you've been warned. We will make announcements about it soon to be open. So no
Prep
more
your pitch.
Oops, I missed it. Like, you've been informed. We will make official.
It will be open for 1 month and 1 month only. Prep your pitch. Start prepping now. I will tell you, I know there are people in our Discord working on pitches and they're good. Everything is going to be good. If you want to be considered, it needs to be really, really good. Start working on it now. Get ready. Submit it in September. Hopefully we will see your gay ass on stream next year. You don't have to be gay, I suppose.
Who isn't nowadays in the EU for your community?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a gay old time.
Yeah. Have you had a nice Pride Month, Aida?
I've had a nice Pride Month. Pride celebrations in the Netherlands, like the big Amsterdam one, isn't until August. I'm looking forward to that.
The ones near me are later in the year as well, July, August, which is fine. Good. More gay pride. Spread it across the year like jam on a pancake.
Oh, that's
Pan!
who are you, friend? Where do people find you, perceive you on the internet?
Please don't perceive me. I would prefer it if you didn't, but if you absolutely must, my name is JC Darcy. They them pronouns. I still say they she occasionally because I'm getting used to the switch. You can find me at JC Darcy on Blue Sky. Don't find me anywhere else. You can find my games on itch.io. I used to write games and I'm trying to write more games. You will find me most imminently working on a podcast. Yeah, that's where you'll find me next if we can ever schedule games.
We're doing our best.
We're doing our best, and it's great when we get together. When we do it, it's real good. We'll get there eventually.
Caw.
Who are you, and who have you been, and where should people perceive you?
My name is Aida. I'm trying to be more active on the socials. I don't like being perceived on social media. I am normally in the editing cave. So when you see the nice recordings of the games I've produced, they were with people whose cameras were up here. They were with people who somehow had a fried chicken roaster light behind them the whole time. They were with people whose mics were set up like this or something. And if it looks okay, that's because I did my really hard best. And that's kind of my happy place. So if I'm not perceivable, it's because I'm taking care of those things. And they bring me joy. Genuinely.
We just throw snacks into the edit cave every now and again. And she shouts if she needs the bucket raised and lowered. Sorry, that went really gross.
As Luyu said, just two people who aren't big fans of being perceived streaming together hearts.
Listen, Luyu.
How
dare you be correct?
It's so that you see us and you say, if they can do it, maybe I can too. So we can build up other people who want to be on camera more so that they can do it.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's why I like podcasting, because no one can see my face.
All right. But thank you for showing your wonderful face. I'm a big fan of it.
It's nice to see yours. We live in our separate edit caves, and we barely see each other anymore. This is why we do these streams, so we can hang out and chat. We really enjoy them, and we're glad that you guys seem to as well. So we'll try and do one once a month. Should we announce next month so we can start getting some games sent in?
We are doing next month.
Yes. Next month, July, in the UK and possibly elsewhere as well, is Disability Pride Month. So if you are or know of a disabled creator in the TTRPG scene, please send them our way. Please tell us about their games. We're going to be doing disabled European creators we love next month. It will solely be those games. We're going to try anyway. Like, again, it's one of those situations where we need absolute verification. We're not going to make assumptions, and we're not going to out anybody. So if you know of people, please send them our way. Better if they're also queer, better if they're also POC, better if they're based in geographical Europe or outside the US. We want to know about those people and spotlight them and get them money. We love money.jpg.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Have a wonderful rest of your Pride Month, and not just this month, every month of the year.
Every month.
Thank you for supporting us at Euphoria. Thank you for being with us on this year of content creation and joy.
What a year.
And we will see you at the Discord, where we're going to debate the next hot topic.
What will it be today?
I don't know. I just know there's some familiars who haven't booped. I have some cats who haven't booped.
Good. Always cats.
I'm gonna go boop them. All right. We should. I'm rambling. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you for all being here. We love you.
Bye.